Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. It makes me really excited when somebody takes some knowledge from one of my videos and makes this. That's really beautiful. And I don't know what is really in there, but here is his design. And I don't even know what this is in the middle. It's like it's added. But here's his original picture. And really great work for the one that sent me this. So I took it and I thought, I want to play with that. So I came up with a little bit different design than his, but I just took his graphic, and that grid work really would bug me to no end. And I don't really know, I've never turned it on or off. Um, anyway, it just all the flashing grids. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm going to take a polygon, three-sided polygon, and he evidently draws with black fill. And also this grid kind of makes it hard to find the center because you keep seeing this word. There's the center. So I'm going to go outwardly. We only need to do 1/3 of this triangle. So I'm going to smart fill it with black. And I'm going to left click, right click, and get it kind of in there. And we might even have to turn the picture, adjust the picture to get it in there longer. And I don't really want to make my triangle a little smaller, so I'm going to stretch the picture. And then I'm going to stretch a little bit more. And then I'm going to try to get that. This is evidently a black hole. I don't really know. I'm trying to get it like more so in the middle. And because I can see my red lines, I'm going to go to intersect. And there is that graphic. You always want to keep that. Now, you see this is already rotated. So Control D, make a duplicate and put it right there and just go plus 120 degrees and then Control D. And then you can do anything you want to from here. I don't think I've ever done a triangle, or at least lately. Control G to group it, Control D to duplicate it, move this, Control D to duplicate it, double click on the X or on the center. Make sure you go to the node, and then we're going to rotate it 60 degrees. Control D, Control D, Control D. So you got a polygon, 6-sided now. And there's a lot of things you could do with this. One, maybe the easiest would be to rotate it 30 degrees. And let's make it this. I've had 2 emails from Dave from somebody from Australia. It really pretty neat. I'm going to make it 50 millimeters with my ratio as lot, and I'm going to change my nudge factor to 50. That will save you a lot of snap to. So I'm going to just hit and just make that pattern. Now I'm going to group this together, Control G. I actually did the first one a little bit different. I just kept, always make sure you get while holding down the control button, get the 4-sided cross. And if you start moving it beforehand, you're going to get those triangular or round points. And then once you got the 2, Control G, Control D, and this is something you could do with math. But if you get it the first time, then you can just Control D again and Control D again. And then that's a pretty cool, well, I'm a little bit off, but we could also take the whole thing and put black lines or black background behind it to take away those lines. And see those lines are there. What we could do is take I'm going to go ahead and group it together, even though there's a little mistake. And I'm going to hold down the shift key and double click on the rectangle tool. He draws in black. When I get files in and that does that, I figure they draw in black. That did not put it to the back of the page. Oh, there was already a black box there. So, see, that got rid of those lines. I mean, look at that. Look at that right there. That's pretty cool. And then he sent me a second email and put a text in there, which is really cool on something like this. If you had, especially, let's say you have a friend that's into the stars and galaxies and you want to use a really thick font. I'm going to use Impact. Impact's a good font because it's good and thick. And then all you have to do, I don't know if this will work because the black box, yes. What you're going to have to do this would be to make the black box part of the group, Control G. I'm actually going to take away the black of this and put a yellow background so we can maybe see it on here. You've got to be able to see it. And then select both items. Now, basically all three items, but it says two object, and go right here to intersect. And you could do this one of two ways. You could have the galaxy or black hole as that. And don't forget, if you really want to do this thing's pretty big. Of course, I don't know millimeters. Let's go 500 millimeter nudge, and let's nudge that 500 millimeters, and then nudge your outline 500 millimeters and make it black or whatever color you want, and it kind of defines it. That'd be a pretty cool print for a t-shirt for somebody. Maybe not as much detail as I have. The other thing, and I didn't practice this, but I'm pretty sure it'll work. You could use as this. Select it all and go back on its front. And it should take the text out. There's a lot going on there. There you go. And to see if it worked, let's put a yellow box around it. Object, order, back a page. See, the text isn't there. And of course, I like this one better, but that's pretty cool. I really think that viewer or subscriber, I love it. Within the last couple of weeks, some people have sent me something that is, their imagination, and they've taken one of my videos, and everybody's always so complimentary for me helping, and which I love doing. And I just had somebody ask me if they could send me a file. Well, you can leave me a message. I can give you my email. Matter of fact, on this video, I'm going to put my email at the bottom of the video. I've done it several times, and I don't care. It's a Corel Draw video just for Corel Draw, and I welcome them. I love helping. Anyway, hope that helped, and thank you for that viewer, and thank you for watching.